Hey everyone, welcome back to Babe in Library. It's your girl Lisa, and today I've got a little special challenge for myself and for any of you all who wants to participate. So this month I am challenging myself to do a Noir November challenge, and that essentially means, in French, noir means black, and so I want to be able to provide myself 8 prompts for the month of November that all center around Black authors, Black main characters, Black narrators, to really get myself in the mood of celebrating and being thankful for being Black. So, again, you do not have to be Black to join the Noir November challenge, but this is something I am doing for myself. I want to make sure that I can increase access, viewership, making sure that these authors get spotlight and care and love that they deserve to receive in the community. So without further ado, I've been reading about 8 books a month, and this month should be no different. I actually should probably be able to read more since I will be taking a week and a half off from work and I'll be on vacation. So I should be able to get to all 8 of these. If I don't, you all hold me accountable and I'll make sure to roll those over into December. So without further ado, I'll get into the 8 prompts I have and all of the extra goodies that are on my shelf. So this first prompt is going to be Black romance. Now, Black romance has been controversially discussed in the BookTube or Bookstagram community. What Black romance is it has to be written by a Black author. That is one. No one can tell our stories better than us, so it has to be written by a Black author. And at all parties of the relationship has to be Black. Now, the reason why I say all parties, we know sometimes we have relationships that are polyamorous. We have more than just a male character, a female character, male, male, female, female, right? There could be multiple people in the relationship, but all people have to be Black. That is the requirement for Black romance. So my first option for Black romance is going to be The Perfect Find by Tia Williams. This actually comes before 7 Days of June. So if you've read 7 Days of June, you have already had a little sneak peek or preview into the couple of this book. This is a reverse age gap for Jenna and Eric. Now, Jenna is kind of in a crossroads in her life. She just got broken up or divorced. I'm not sure if it was, from her fiance. So she was dumped by her fiance. And so she's trying to recover from this long-term relationship, trying to get back into the dating scene. But she also got fired from her old employer. So she's also having to get back into the work field. And who better to usher her through than this hot, young man inside who is a videographer, and he's going to help her in more ways than one. So I am very interested in reading this. Tia Williams, I've heard she cannot do any wrong, and if 7 Days of June is any indication, I think I'm going to love this one as well. So this is my choice for Black romance. My second prompt is going to be Black fantasy. Now, your girl can't scream to the rooftops any more than she probably is. My voice is going to be cracked if I do. But I'm getting to see Tracy Dion. Good sis Tracy is coming to St. Louis, and I am getting a signed copy, hardback. I also have a hardback upstairs of Legendborn, but I'm getting a signed hardback copy of Bloodmark. Now, I wasn't privy enough to be able to get an ARC, but I didn't let that deter me. I said, that's okay, Tracy. You don't know me yet. But November 10th or November 11th, whichever date it is, we're going to get to know each other real well, because I'm picking up my signed copy from you and I am going to shower you with love. So Bloodmark, I'll put it up on the screen, is the sequel to Legendborn. Legendborn took us all by storm, and I'm pretty sure Bloodmark, if I have anything, if the internet has been any indication of how much turmoil, strife, and stress the girls have been under reading the arc, I know Tracy's going to take us there. So I won't give away too much because it is the second in this series. But Bree, who is our main character, heavy is the head that wears this curly crown because she has a lot of new responsibility on her plate. And she's about to take an adventure with our main man, Sel. And they're going to encounter a lot of adversity, I'm going to say. I feel it in my spirit that Tracy is going to make sure my blood pressure is through the roof. And that's okay. I'm going to give it to her because I've got medication for that. So, second prompt is going to be filled by Tracy Dion's Bloodmark. My third trope is going to be a Black memoir. So you all will get to see that I have a video coming out on November 1st. This year, I've challenged myself to read at least one nonfiction a month. And coincidentally, I've been picking up Black memoirs or memoirs by Black women. I am drawn to the story of women who have faced some sort of adversity here in the States. It's usually been some sort of celebrity, so you all will see in that video. It starts off with Michelle Obama and it goes from there. This month is going to be no different. I plan on picking Uphill by Jamel Hill. Now, this book actually released today, so I am in queue at my local library waiting for it to come and hit my Kindle. But Uphill is all centered around Jamel Hill's life story and basically how she came to be the Black woman in the dominated white male sports industry, and how she was shunned by the sports world and where that left her. So now my fourth prompt is going to be Black historical. Anything, right? So Black historical can be Black historical romance. So you've got options like Queen Beverly Jenkins. It can be something that is Black drama. But what I plan on doing is picking up Confessions in B Flat by Donna Hill. So this month, because it's still October, I went to New York and I just went around a couple of different bookshops, and my best friend asked me, hey, let's go to Cups and Coffee, which is a Black owned coffee shop and Black owned bookstore in Brooklyn. So of course I had to go and I had to pick up a book. Confessions in B Flat is historically set, and it is about a main character that follows the teaching, and their mentor is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And he finds a young lady that he is drawn to or attracted to. He meets her on the train and he finds her intriguing, but she followed Malcolm X's teachings. So they are striving for the same goal for Black people, but have followed different ideologies. I am interested in reading Confessions in B Flat. All right. My next prompt, my prompt number 5, is going to be a new release. So, if you all have not heard, Kennedy Ryan has a new release that is coming out, and I was privy enough to get an electronic art copy by NetGalley. So I will be reading Before I Let Go. Every time I say this title, you know, the song is popping up in my head. Not the Beyonce version, the Frankly Beverly and Mays version, but both of them are great. So Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I almost said Frankie Beverly. Before I Let Go is an emotional story. New release is coming out November 15th. It is about a couple who are divorced and they are co-parenting, and they experienced a traumatic loss. You'll own a restaurant and have ties to one another through their kids. One person is ready to move on and can start dating someone, and the other one is just trying to survive her everyday life. And this is the story of them sharing that traumatic experience and possibly reconnecting. So I am excited to read Before I Let Go. I think everyone that has read The Ark loves it. Everyone that reads Kennedy Ryan loves everything she has to offer. So I hope to be one of the many, many fans of Kennedy Ryan, because I actually have 3 or 4 of her books that I probably should binge read this month. So I'm excited to get to Before I Let Go and cry my little eyes out. The next prompt I have is going to be a Black novella or a Black short story. So for this prompt, I'm actually going to put up Warmth by D. Rose. So a couple months back, I received a notice that there was about 100 different books in every or all genres that were written by Black authors that Amazon had an option to give away for free. And so I just went on there and just was picking, choosing, selecting everything that sounded good to me. And Warmth by D. Rose was one of those that I just felt, let me see what it's talking about. So I'm just interested because this is a new to me author, and actually that's my next prompt, but this could go for either one. So this is actually going to go for a novella. I believe this is less than 100 pages. It may be like 68. Now my next prompt, as I just alluded to, was new to me author. This book is also going to make me cry because everyone else has cried over it. So J.L. Seegers is a new to me author, and I want to read Restore Me. Restore Me has been tearing up the Black book scene in Instagram, and it's starting to make its way into BookTube, and I'm here to push it along and give it that extra nudge and hopefully rise to the top. So Restore Me is about Sloan and Dominic. Sloan is the widow of Dominic's best friend or one of his really close friends. And Dominic has pined and actually loved Sloan for many years, but of course he couldn't act on it because Sloan was his friend's wife. And I believe he's been interested in her, and this entire time Sloan has thought he actually just hated her. And this is their story about how they are going to bond and open up. Sloan may open up her heart to him in ways in which she didn't expect. So I am interested in picking up Restore Me, and this is my new to me author selection. And my 8th and final prop is going to be Black audio narrators. So I want to make sure that we are promoting our narrators, not just Black authors, but we need to hear Black voices as well when we're listening to audiobooks. And so one way in which I decided to do that was by placing this prompt of Black narrators. So the book that I'm going to read for this is actually really short, so I'll probably read, there's 3 in the series, but that is the House Brothers series, and that is by Alexandria House, and that is, the first book is Set. And this book is actually narrated by 2 of my favorite Black narrators, and that is going to be Wesley Siobhan and Jacoby DM. And this is actually less than 2.5 hours. I think it's 2 hours and 6 minutes or something like that. So it should be a quick and easy read. I can read on my way to work. But I want to make sure that we're promoting Black narrators, and we're promoting Black authors, and we're promoting Black main characters and everything Black, right? As my good sis said, Issa Rae says, I'm rooting for everybody Black. So if I get through these, I've got a couple of others that I will read, but I think 8 is good for now. If you happen to have any other recommendations that you would like to support, place them into the chat. Tell me what you're planning on reading in November. Please comment, like, or subscribe. And if you could, leave me a music note emoji for Confessions in B flat in the chat. I'd appreciate it. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of your November.